Okay.
Bet.
All right, cut off your mic when you get ready. Oh, okay. Because I can hear something. Yeah, the AC is pretty loud.
Turn the fan part down. I don't know if that helps. I hear it as well.
There we go. Are we live?
We are live.
Oh, okay. Hey, good thing I wasn't telling you about my cocaine last night.
Why not?
Well, I mean, I was telling you guys, but I think the fuzz is checking us out, due to all our deals.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Right? But welcome, everybody. Dynasty-wise fantasy football. Hope you'll join us today. Did we share this to the other groups?
I'm about to right now.
Oh, okay. All right, in case, Dynasty-wise fantasy football, dynastywise.com, Facebook page. If you're here, then you know where we're at. Dynasty-wise on Facebook, Dynasty-wise_FF on Twitter. We also have a YouTube page, and if we can get 50 subscribers or likes, I'm really not sure. So, I'm probably breathing heavy because I was at Roland's house these past 3 days. He's got a cat, and the cat rubs up against me. Not because the cat likes me, because cats know, they will put me on my deathbed. And so they're like, I know who you are. You're that Jeff guy. And then they come and rub up against me, and my eyes start crying, and one gets 5-inch circumference of, size. The other one closes. So apologize for my breathing. Are you taking a selfie, Spencer? Oh, okay. Any case, also want to promote Houston Preeminence, please. HPTX.us is their site. It's going to be really exciting things. It's Houston sports done by Houstonians. Now, for all of you who are, not a Houstonian, that doesn't mean that in Houston Preeminence they're not going to talk in general about sports. We appreciate every one of you who are with us, and so I just want to say we won't change our stuff.
Yeah, we are who we are.
I mean, it's fantasy football, and, we just can't talk Houston Texans. We're not going to change. We're going to be a part of HPTX, Houston Preeminence, HPTX.us. So get your membership. And before you go get your membership, let me tell you about the Platinum. It's $75, and you get 2 years. That's a tremendous price. I believe you're saying it's like $50 if you just do month by month.
Well, it'd be $60 because it's $5 a month, and then they give you $50 a year or for the year.
Right. So you can pay $60 for 1 year. Or you can pay $75 for 2 years. That in itself is a great deal. But here's the one thing that I really like. It is if you do the 75, the Platinum, you get a free seat at our Christmas party poker tournament, and you get a chance to win $10,000. Now, last night on our MMA podcast, which you can catch Friday nights with Rear Naked Joe, I said we can't be a part of it because we're technically employees and we can't win the $10,000. I made a joke about we're going to jump the winner in the park. Like, guys, don't listen to that. We're not going to do that. So,
allegedly,
yes. So, but I don't think I introduced everyone, all the cast of characters. We got Spencer producing.
Hello, everyone.
There we go. Of course, I am Jeff, the co-host of this show today, and I'm honored to have a great guy here with me, Amish Clay, whatever you want to call him, Clay Bow. But anyway, that's him. So.
Yeah. Man of many names and no talents.
Oh, I was going to say many talents.
Oh, yeah. I knew it was mixed up somewhere in there.
But please send us your questions, and we'll get to them. We got one already. Just to say now, Fournette is out. That hamstring is an issue. He's out. He sucks. He's on my team, so I'm not real happy. But look, Clayton, let's go to our first question.
Yeah, looks like Joel. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Joel.
So who do I play at running back? He said he's already playing Melvin Gordon, and
Good.
he wants to play. He has Alex Collins, Austin Eckler, Dion Lewis or Chris Thompson?
I love Eckler and Chris Thompson.
Yeah.
Eckler is like 10th in our league or 12th. I think he's slid these past couple of weeks, but he's so dang explosive. Whoa, Spencer. Sorry, we just had a light fall over. But
it's Chris Thompson for me. The Saints, that defense, they give up a lot, and I think he's going to get his shot out of the backfield and get a lot of catches. I'm Chris Thompson for me.
Well, I was going to say Chris Thompson because I told you all that stuff before we started. No, I'm just kidding. No, actually, you persuaded me. I love Austin Eckler, but you're right. Washington at New Orleans, that's got a chance. If you've been watching us, you know that old Jeffro loves a good shootout. Like to start everyone. Chris Thompson's amazing out of the backfield. I think Peterson is questionable, maybe. Keep an eye. Of course, we always advise you keep an eye out on the injury reports. But I'm gonna go Chris Thompson too because Alex Smith is more known to spread the ball. So we're gonna say Chris Thompson. And if Chris Thompson does bad, just say Jeff told you to start Eckler. All right. Any other questions so far?
No, we just Steven's saying he thinks AP is gonna have a revenge game and Chris Thompson's gonna not show up. Hey man, it's possible. I just disagree. Chris Thompson gets his targets out of the backfield, so he's gonna feast on that New Orleans defense.
Right. I don't like. Despite it being Cleveland, Cleveland's got tremendous tacklers at linebacker on the front. Their front seven's beast. If you're playing the Texans linebackers, who have just been sucky this year, play them. But all right, let's look at this game, Miami and Cincinnati, Clay. Who do you like in that game? And it's at Cincinnati.
At Cincinnati, oh, man. First off, I think Dalton would be a good quarterback play, depending on what you have. Miami's not the best pass defense or anything by any means, and they have the weapons. So Andy Dalton, you're going to start your A.J. Green. What's his name? Who was it that went just Bernard, right?
Giovanni?
No, yeah. I think he's banged up. I'm going to miss 2 to 4.
And Mixon, I think, is banged up as well.
Or he might be coming back is what they're saying. But, you still got to be careful on that with his knee. But if Mixon's your stud, you start him. I know on Cincinnati on the defensive side, your boy Jesse Bates, you can definitely give him the start.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to start Ryan Tannehill, although, Cincinnati's pass defense isn't as strong, so he could have a bounce-back week compared to what he had against the Patriots. And, man, Drake's been underperforming.
Yeah. My guy, Kalen Balla, just slowly getting like 2 or 3 snaps a game. I'm not saying starting people, but
yeah.
I'm happy to see that.
Yeah, I wish he would too because I inherited that one league and I need the running back help, and he was on the bench already, so I'm just kind of holding on to him because it's Dynasty. So,
right.
So if he could pick it up, it would greatly help me. And then I'm definitely gonna Minkah Fitzpatrick in the DB backfield. I'm inserting him in my starting lineup because Earl Thomas went down. So.
Who?
Earl Thomas went down in my lineup.
Oh, in your lineup.
I'm putting Minkah.
I was like, dude, Earl Thomas doesn't play for either team.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, I'm putting Fitzpatrick in safety,
right.
little IDP.
Yeah, there you go. If you're not playing IDP, I don't know why you're not. So,
what about you, Jeffro?
Me, I like a lot of the takes you had. I like the evil eyebrows, the red rifle.
Mm-hmm.
There, start him, even though he's got evil eyebrows and he's up to no good. We shouldn't have to tell you to start A.J. Green.
Yeah.
Mixon is cleared to play on Sunday.
And our producer just informed us that Mixon is cleared to play on Sunday. Again, check your injury reports. We cannot stress enough to check your injury reports. Check with us. Go to NFL.com. We want you here at Dynasty Wise, but we're the team that's always working for yours, and we want you to succeed. So go wherever and check those injury reports about 11 a.m., 11:30. But, yeah, I'm looking more at Cincinnati's side. So, if Mixon's cleared to play, then start him.
Right.
My boy Jesse Bates at safety, he is a quality guy. he's in on the play. He makes the tackles, and that's why I like him as an IDP. But I don't see anyone on Miami who to start unless you believe Tannehill sucks so bad against the Patriots that like he's got nowhere to go but up.
Right,
So, basically, how good is he going to go up? Because let's face it, when teams in the same division play each other, they know each other better. It's like, the Texans play the Titans. It's a barn burner. Like the best way to give an example is like the year the Cowboys went 1-15, they beat the Redskins that year. So
Kenny Stills, yeah, Kenny Stills he's a producer in Miami. So I mean. And like I said, Cincinnati's pass defense hasn't been up to par. So like I said, if he does have that bounce back game, which like you said, nowhere to go but up after last week.
Yeah,
so.
I mean you can't get any worse. But yeah, our producer is saying Kenny Stills. All right, do we have any questions?
Yeah, we got a couple. One was Christian Kirk or Nelson Aguilar from Dillon.
Oh, what's up, Dillon? I like that name, Dillon.
You want to take this one first, Jeffro?
Christian Kirk versus Nelson Aguilar.
Aguilar against that Minnesota defense and Kirk against the San Francisco weak pass defense.
I want to lean to Kirk, but I haven't really seen him do anything. Yeah. Him and Rosen teamed up. By the way, Rosen played decent for a rookie. I'm going to lean to Aguilar because I haven't seen Christian Kirk's name pop up anywhere. I haven't seen the stats and the shows of Christian Kirk, 6 for 70. I definitely think Christian Kirk, and we are a dynasty, our league is dynasty, and we specialize in dynasty. I love Christian Kirk dynasty-wise, but I'll say I'm going to go Aguilar on this one.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, he's a more established, he's more established, done more, but I actually like Christian Kirk's matchup. So for me, I am going to take the chance. I love Nelson Aguilar, don't get me wrong, but I'm taking the chance with Christian Kirk this week. I think him and Rosen are developing a better rapport. He's got a favorable matchup. So I'm going to have to ride with Kirk on that one. I mean, Aguilar would probably be the safer play, but
yeah, I think Kirk got more potential.
Yeah, that's what I'm, and that Minnesota defense, I mean, yeah, they gave up some points to the Rams, but the Rams, they got weapons everywhere. So I don't think Arizona or Philadelphia is as explosive as the Rams. They have talent, yes, but not as explosive. So I like actually Kirk this week.
Right. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for the question, Dillon.
Right.
Love that name. I wish my name was Dillon. It's just Jeff.
Yeah, nobody likes Jeff.
I know, right?
Since we're already on Aguilar, John wants to know Aguilar or Nunwa?
Don't start Emu. I've never seen him do anything.
He's actually a solid play.
No, he's not. No, I'm just kidding.
Him and Darnold. Darnold loves him. Third downs, Darnold's looking at Enunwa first, so he gets his points. I just don't. Denver's tough on the rookie quarterback. I'm gonna Aguilar for me.
Yeah, Denver shut down. Oh, what's his name? They kind of contained Mahomes for a while. So I'm going to agree with you, and I'm going to go Aguilar on that just because let's chalk this game up for the Jets as a learning experience, know. So we'll go Aguilar on that one, sir. Thank you for the question.
Right. Yes, sir.
Dillon McLeroy. Sounds so good, Spencer.
Dillon.
If my name was Dillon McLeroy instead of Jeff McLeroy, I'd get all the chicks.
All right. Sorry, I'm...
That's all right.
All right.
I'll start calling you Dillon from now on.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Is that John?
Yes.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it, buddy.
We got another Dillon spelled differently.
Dude. What if my name was Dylan, then my middle name was Dillon?
I don't know, but Big Ben or Pat Mahomes?
Either one. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one of those.
I think this is actually... Producer has this exact two quarterbacks, if I'm not mistaken. Which one are you rolling with, Spence?
I'm going with Mahomes this week. I like the matchup better. Big Ben tends to either blow up and do something really good, or he just falls apart and never gets back on the horse, where Mahomes, it doesn't matter how hard he gets hit, he tends to get back up and just fight for it.
Right.
Yeah, I think Pat Mahomes, that Jaguars defense is dynamite. And the way Mahomes has been playing, he's basically a must-start. But I think Big Ben against Atlanta, they can't stop anybody. Every game they're in is a 38-41 game. Juju, AB, give me Big Ben this week.
I got to agree. As I've said earlier on every podcast, if there's going to be a shootout, start those guys. While Mahomes definitely earns and respect you start him, and this chance, I would start Big Ben because that's going to be a shootout. And so you're looking at guys can go both throw for 400. And let me back what Clayton said. You know, it was a brilliant take that he had as far as like that defense for the Jaguars, and it's at Jacksonville. You know, I lean towards Big Ben. And if we're wrong, you can say Spencer's a god because he's starting Mahomes. Thank you for the question.
Right.
Who we got next?
Look like Eric.
Hey, Eric. Good morning to you, buddy. Thanks for being on.
He says, with Devontae Adams questionable, you want Alshon Jeffrey or John Brown, and it's standard. Thanks for giving us the standard scoring because that always helps, man.
Man. I'm leaning to John Brown.
Yeah.
Just against Cleveland, I'm going to lean to John Brown. I mean, but Denzel Ward's been playing really good.
Really, really good.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm going to say John Brown. I'm just going to say John Brown.
Yeah, well, him and Flacco have really been connecting lately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Jeffrey's just now getting back into the mix and this and that, but I know it's crazy to say John Brown over Jeffrey, but I think I'm going to have to agree with you this week. That's definitely out on a limb, but I'm going to have to take John Brown with you.
Yeah. The Ravens do not suck, Spencer.
They're averages.
Hey, thank you, Eric. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate all of you guys.
Dillon with the Y is back.
Yeah, that's my first name. My middle name would be Dillon, Llon.
He's also playing Zach Ertz, so you think I should still play Aguilar over Kirk?
That's a question for you since you're the Ertz man, Clay.
Yeah, I love Ertz, and like I said, Jeffro was going with Aguilar in that situation. I was actually going Kirk. I like the Kirk matchup, especially you already have Ertz, and you know he's going to eat up targets for sure with Wentz. I think you should go Kirk, in my opinion.
You know, thinking of that, if you have Julio Jones and Calvin Ridley, you can play those two guys in a game just because Atlanta's passing attack is so good. Carson Wentz has looked great coming back. He is showing no signs. I mean, it's like he never got injured. The guy is playing MVP caliber.
Yes.
I'm trying not to hiccup or belch on.
It's all right. We're normal. We're just regular old guys dropping knowledge, down with the wise.
Damn right. Hashtag down with the wise, folks.
Right. Follow us.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a dynasty question for us, Jeffro.
Oh, my take was.
Oh, sorry.
Play Ertz over any of them, and then if you feel like, well, if I'm gonna play Ertz, I should play Kirk. I don't blame you.
Right. Yeah.
I don't blame you for switching that.
Yeah, I'm not big on sacking too many players from the same team. I know everybody's like, it pays off, this and that, but if that team has a bad week, your whole team just had a bad week.
Yeah, that is very true.
That's why 2's like my max, but yeah, I think Kirk's the move for me. But
right,
you
had a dynasty question.
Yeah.
Thanks for the question.
Yeah, Cooley, or I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, buddy. What value does Antonio Brown have in Dynasty? Having a hard time moving him. I find that strange, personally. It might be because you think his value, or people are probably low on him because he hasn't exploded yet, but I still think he's going to finish where he'll be a top 3 receiver in Dynasty. He's still, top 3 to 5 receiver. He's still got 3 solid years. Yeah, he's getting older, but he's still, to me, performing the next 3 years, and that's what the main part in Dynasty is, at least 3 years, and you get great value. So for me, I would try. I wish I could get AB. So if I give out my value, people are gonna be like, "Wait a second." AB to me is we can start having a conversation at 2 first-round draft picks. We can start the conversation, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's right up there, with D-Hop and Julio Jones. Excuse me. He's one of those guys you don't trade unless you're going to get something for him. It's week 5. Most fantasy football leagues go to week 14, and then they have 15 and 16 as the playoffs and championship. He's still got 9 more weeks, and his talent is undeniable. If you've got good receivers and you're trying to move them, and it's in a dynasty, you should get top value. You could trade for Saquon Barkley. I mean, he's not like Antonio Brown's. His age isn't up there in the 30s. I mean, he's probably got 5-6 more years of great play, and then 3-4 years of good play, and then he retires. So I would either keep Antonio Brown or look for, like what Clayton said, you should be able to get 2 firsts, a first, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds. I mean, whatever you feel like you want to work. But first thing, keep Antonio Brown. Second, don't sell yourself short on trading him.
Yeah, that's and each league's different as far as value goes. That's why it's tough. That's why I said we can start a conversation for AB at 2 first-round picks, but if I have AB, it's going to cost you more than 2 first-round picks.
Like if you had Kamara, like if someone offered you Dalvin Cook in a first, second round, you should take that trade.
That's a no.
Oh, dang it!
I'm going to hold on to Kamara because Cam's out there will give me the whole farm for Kamara whenever I want to accept one of his trades. But either way.
Never mind. I was about to say something about someone else in our league.
Moving on, right?
Moving on.
Fabian, what's up, brother?
What's up, Fabian?
Goff or Rivers, both good matchups.
Right?
We got Rivers, against Oakland, great matchup. Goff against Seattle. I'm riding Goff. Goff is just playing too damn hot. I mean, you're in a tough boat, but they're both going to be top-scoring quarterbacks this week, I see, but give me Goff.
I want to lean to Rivers. I heard this on the radio. It's so sad. The Chargers were literally practicing with crowd noise at their home stadium because everyone in LA loves the Rams. Like, more fans show up when the Chargers are playing, and more fans show up from the other team. So there's going to be a ton of Oakland Raider fans drunk and beating up somebody and stabbing a Chargers fan. That happened once. LA Rams at Seattle. I don't know what the weather is. Keep an eye on the weather. But you don't have a bad choice there, but I'm going to say Goff too.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely, that's what I'm saying. It's not a bad choice. We got another one from, you ready to move on?
Yeah.
All right,
please.
This one's on a different post. It says, Will Oso Blanco wants to know, John Brown or Boyd in the flex?
John Brown or Boyd in the flex?
Boyd for me, bud.
I picked Boyd last week, and he didn't disappoint. Someone said, no, I was not going to pick. The Cleveland Indians are going to win.
Which is
I don't want to say who it was. He's like, no, Boyd just a horrible pick. Go Tribe.
Boyd has been consistent, and in these shootouts, he's been scoring, and I see Cincinnati scoring, and I think Boyd's the move for me.
I'm actually going to say John Brown because I liked John Brown earlier. I think Boyd is that third guy because A.J. Green's going to get his. John Ross, if he's healthy. I mean, he played good, but he's definitely a deep threat. Eifert broke his leg or his ankle. I think it left his body. I don't know, but so Boyd. I think you got a good choice either way. Boyd or Kirk. No, not Kirk. Damn it! Why am I thinking Brown? Yeah. One thing that helps me decide: check out not only the injury report on the team, but check out the injury report on the guys that they're playing against. You see 2 cornerbacks out, and these cornerbacks are starters. That also could be when you personally, when I have something close, I'm like, all right, let me go look at the other team and see their injury report. All right, their pass rushers out. All right, their linebackers are healthy, but you know what? Their starting safety's out. So it's like that sometimes helps me choose when guys are tough like that. But thank you for the question. Right. Oso Bueno or what?
Oso Blanco.
Oso Blanco. White something. I don't know what Oso means. So.
That's what Evan Gaddis goes by. Oso Blanco. That's one of his nicknames. Luke, what's up, man? Glad you're back.
Hey, Luke.
He's a regular.
Luke is the man.
Yep, he's
Luke.
He's got Mahomes versus Jacksonville, Watson versus the Cowboys, or Rivers versus the Raiders.
I like Watson.
Yeah, I like Watson as well. He's been playing. To me, it comes down to Watson or Rivers. Mm-hmm. They both got favorable matchups, but I want to see Watson in the Sunday night and Sunday. But that Cowboys defensive line, DeMarcus Lawrence against that Texans offensive line, that's not a good matchup for the Texans. I think Dallas leading the league in sacks and all that.
Yeah.
So.
Spencer?
Well, and just a quick plug for everyone. We will be live Sunday night at Two Mules Tavern to go over the game, and we'll be going on about 5:30, I believe.
Somewhere around there.
So be looking for that.
Yeah, we'll be live. Come on. Since it's Sunday evening, come on and tell us, cuss us out because we told you the wrong information today. But I like Watson. The offensive line on the Texans is playing a little bit better. I mean, I wrote an article just slamming them, saying, the Texan organization is driving up with a Buick, but they replaced the symbols with a BMW. It's like, no, it's a GD Buick. I know. Don't lie to me. But they have been playing better. Martinez Rankins at left tackle is getting a lot better. I liked him at left tackle. Julian Davenport, I don't like at all. I could have played left tackle better than Julian Davenport. But I agree with what you said, Clay, but I'm still going to go with Watson just because – I mean, he's put up, God, what did he throw? 356 last week or something like that?
Yeah.
He's just putting up numbers.
Right.
Like plus he's such a danger. I mean, yeah, all right, they closed the pocket. He's a danger to run for 20 yards. He can run 40 yards and score a touchdown. He reminds me of Steve Young.
He's going to stop throwing interceptions.
Yeah, he tries to force it. He just wants to throw it deep, and it's like, I get it, you want that big play, but it's not always there. But I think it's just because he's just trying to make too much happen.
He also does the rookie mistake sometimes of holding the ball too long. He's got to realize a play is over and just throw it out of bounds. Give a fan a gift.
Yeah.
Just like hum it to throw it as far as you can. Just
well, he's only played 10 games.
Yeah, I mean he's only played 10 games. But I like Watson in that matchup. Thank you for the question.
Yeah, great question. Keep on humming along here.
Right.
Robert here. Mahomes or Rodgers? Rodgers for me. I know Detroit pass defense is decent, but Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers and Mahomes versus Jacksonville. Rodgers better.
It's Rodgers.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, again, you don't have a bad choice either way because, if anyone starts Mahomes and he has a bad game, if anyone talks shit to you in your league, just tell them to F off because you can start Mahomes against Jesus' team, he just snaps the ball and the ball disappears or turns into wine. I don't know what Jesus would do with the ball, but no one should blame you for starting Mahomes. But that being said, I like a shootout potentially with the Detroit, so I would say Rodgers. I hope his leg's okay.
I mean, he's still playing on it until he's down. I'm rolling Aaron Rodgers.
I play Aaron Rodgers there.
Even on one leg, I'm playing Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, I'm just kidding on the last part. Aaron Rodgers, I wish he's a badass quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But, people got a lot of quarterback questions. Drew Brees or Phillip Rivers? From David.
Well, David, I would say Brees is just one of those guys that you just got to start. And he's not playing a dominant defense. It's Washington. Washington has a good.
They've been solid.
They're solid, but no one stands out. On that team. They're solid though.
Right.
It's at New Orleans, so weather's not going to be a factor. I'm gonna say Brees for me.
I'm actually gonna go Phillip Rivers.
Whoa! Who put a mad face on there? Screw you, pal.
Probably the guy who said Anun was not a solid play. Y'all lost all credibility. I was like, well, no one said start Anun, but I digress.
Yeah. What is Newman going for 100 yards and like 2 TDs? No.
Yeah.
So I think it was probably Joe because I saw Joe sneak on here. But
I mean, Anun has it just depends on what you got going on, and either way. But we'll keep it on the quarterbacks for now before I get into that.
Yeah.
Pat O'Leary.
Hey, Pat O'Leary. Was it 12 rounds? What is it?
The proper 12.
The proper 12. Pat, last night on our MMA Combative Sports podcast show, which is on Fridays, 7, 8-ish, 9-ish, depending. We had the proper 12 Conor McGregor's. We had Conor McGregor's whiskey, and we predict Conor McGregor will win. But if he gets on the ground, it could be pretty bad. But anyway, what's Pat O'Leary's question? I just assume O'Leary's a Conor McGregor fan because he's Irish.
I mean, you got to be right. Another one. People got a lot of shares of Mahomes. It seems like it's Mahomes or Alex Smith.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
Spencer, our producer, says Mahomes. I'm gonna lean. I don't want to say it. I'm either gonna look like I'm the smartest guy ever, and I should get a lot of hearts instead of the mean face from whoever. Hey, that's fine. Put all mean faces you want. We just appreciate you being here. But
Right.
I'm leaning Alex Smith again. I think that can be a shootout. And Alex Smith's not a bad quarterback.
Yeah.
Alex Smith, sorry. I talk too fast. My words.
I'm with Jeff on this one. I like Alex Smith versus New Orleans over Mahomes versus Jacksonville. Yes, Mahomes playing great, explosive offense, but like I said, if I can't get them all right, but Alex Smith to me has a more favorable matchup.
Spencer, our producer, tapping in.
I think you're getting a lot of people asking these questions because Mahomes is only 4 games in. He's been playing strong. He's going up one of the strongest defenses he's pretty much seen up to this point. And a lot of people are going, I know he's doing good, but is this the game where he falls off? Is this where? And I think that's why we're seeing a lot of that. But there is a lot of shootouts for quarterbacks. So it really doesn't surprise me this week that we're seeing a lot of questions come in just based on QBs.
Right.
And no one's going to blame if you start Mahomes.
Yeah.
No one's going to blame
He's
you.
too hot. Like, he's been too hot to sit. Yes, he's playing Jacksonville, but damn, dude, too hot to sit, really. So, I'd have to, tough
That's
situation if you got Mahomes and another good quarterback.
Joseph giving us a thumbs up.
Right back at you, man.
Yeah.
No, thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Brian right here.
What's up, Brian?
Not Chris Weidman lookalike Brian.
Oh, okay.
No. Brian wants to know
Not
Juju,
making our shirt.
Juju, Brandon Cooks, or AJ Green. Pick 2, and it's PPR.
I go Juju and AJ Green.
Yeah, I think Juju's going to have a great game. Great game against that Atlanta defense that has, like, all their starting DBs have gone down already this year. Man, I don't know. I think I like Juju and Brandon Cooks. I think Brandon Cooks is going to light up Seattle. They've lost Earl Thomas. That secondary is not what it was. AJ Green's, you got solid. I'm wondering who's in your flex, because that's almost like I'm starting all three of those if I could. They all got good matchups, but for me, it's Juju and Brandon Cooks.
Did you see my Earl Thomas impression?
Oh, yeah. Wait, you're supposed to be flicking us off because we're on the same team.
Yeah, so doesn't seem like you can go wrong there either way. Yeah, Joseph with the thumbs up. We love that.
Yeah.
That's right. We don't love the guy who did. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Hey, Christy just joined, I believe. Is that Christy?
Yes.
All right, I'm just saying hello.
Yeah.
And then, oh no, boo, Joe Solis.
And Charles Lee, what's up, man?
What's up, Charles Lee?
Talked to him in years.
What's Joe saying there?
He said Rankin's foot movement is trash, and he's got baby T-Rex arms.
Oh.
Well, you need to take that up with the GM, all right?
Yeah.
They drafted him.
But he played better in Davenport. Yeah. And that was the excuse about why we could survive with this offense. Well, it's better than the old offense. So
and that's not saying
better than the old offensive line.
That's not saying much.
Yeah, you at like 140 could play the left guard better.
I don't know if I want to.
Well, no.
Billy with the tough question.
Hey, Billy.
Do you consider benching Tyreek with the matchup and rain?
Ooh, good question.
Tyreek, I think, he had a couple good weeks, and then he kind of disappeared. And I don't know. Jalen Ramsey, I think, made it personal. He said, he made it to the Pro Bowl and All-Pro as a return specialist. I'm All-Pro and Pro Bowl in my position, cornerback. So, no, I'm not worried about Tyreek. I would actually, depending on what you got, buddy, I don't know who else you have, but it would be a consideration, yes, sir, for me.
I agree with what you're saying, but I'm going to say start Tyreek just for that. If you get kick return yards, start him.
Yes.
And, one thing when you question the rain, I definitely, and again, I understand, like there are guys I won't start because of the rain, but you also got to remember that rain's going to affect the other team too. So Tyreek is so dynamic. I'd almost start him against Jackson because someone's got to catch those balls. And, yeah, maybe Kelsey because of the rain and the two dynamic cornerbacks they have. I just again, he's kind of right up there with the guy you start. Right. And again, if you get return yards, hey, go for it.
Yeah, especially if you get return yards, and it'd be definitely way harder to bench him. Joseph, now we're getting to your question, buddy. Do you think Mixon is going to have a good game?
Versus Miami. At Cincinnati.
I like the matchup, I do. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, how healthy is that knee? Is he going to be able to come in and cut? Yes, he's cleared. So I would. So you got to trust he's healthy. And in that case, yes, Joseph, I personally do think he's going to have a pretty decent game.
You want to hear my horrible joke, Spencer? I think Mixon's going to punch the competition. I got, once again, I'm just going to parrot what Clay said. Check injury updates tomorrow. Because Giovanni Bernard comes in and he plays well.
But he's out.
He's out.
Yeah, he's
well,
out.
never mind. Clayton checked the injury part. I didn't.
Yeah,
So.
he's out 2 to 4 weeks. Mixon's coming back. But here's, like I said, those knees. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
Jeff.
you're
It's
good.
Just, I got a bum knee, so I know what it's like. And I'm not a super athlete like these guys, of course. But
You feel it.
my thing about those guys coming off these knee sprains for a couple of weeks, I'm be honest, they're not healed. There's no way. So when he comes and cuts, is he going to cut, or is that knee actually going to, you know what I mean? That's my only problem with it.
That's a really good take because like my knees hurt. You have a hurt knee. Walking kind of hurts. These are guys like 6'1", 200 pounds, probably average, running at full speed into one another. Right. So it's one thing we hobble around on our knees, or we get on our knees to fix something on the car or the pipes or whatever. But read what you can. Mixon definitely has the ability to get some yardage. And, if they get down the red zone, him carrying it a 2-yard touchdown is 6 points. So,
yeah.
If you don't have anyone better, start him. If you got some decent running backs, put them at flex position.
Right.
All right, thank you for the question.
Yeah, great question, man. Appreciate it as always. Keep it rolling here. Daniel, Jared Goff or Big Ben?
They're not a wrong answer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tough predicament. Like I said, Goff going against that banged-up Seattle team. But that Big Ben Atlanta game is going to be points.
Yes, sir.
I think Big Ben's going to score a lot. You know what? Flip a coin. Whichever one lands on, I'm sure you're at least going to get about 25 points apiece, hopefully.
Yeah, right. Hey, this will be my third time to say it on this podcast. I've said it on other podcasts. Play the main guys where they're shootouts. I don't think Atlanta has been in a tight scoring low game where they had to win it with the kicker,
Right.
But so I'm gonna say Big Ben as well because, and also Clayton pointed out like Atlanta's defensive backfield is like second string guys pretty much.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. All their top 2 corners and their top 2 safeties done skis.
Yeah, that's Big Ben there for me.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
I like the Ben too, but like I said, no wrong.
Yeah, there's really not a wrong answer.
David, man, you said Jones or Hunt in the flex PPR. My question on Jones is, we got Julio, Marvin,
Mr.
Yeah.
Or Mrs. Jones. I don't know.
But
What? I know there's a law against me singing.
But
But I love singing.
talking about the rain and all that in that Jacksonville game, I actually like Hunt in the flex. That rain might, and that those DBs and stuff might cause the check down to Hunt and stuff like that. So I kind of do like Hunt in the flex, and considering I don't really know which Jones.
Right. If it's Julio, yes.
Yeah.
Flex.
Julio should definitely be in the receivers.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
one thing you got going, it's at Kansas City. It's the loudest stadium in the world, so I would say flex. Spencer?
David came back and said Aaron Jones.
Oh.
okay.
At Detroit.
Hunt for me. Still.
I'm going to say Hunt, but maybe this will be, like Aaron Jones came back last week.
Yeah.
This game will be a good game to see how the Packers will be using Aaron Jones. I think he's going to be the man, but this week I'll say Hunt. I'm going to agree with my other doctor. I'm going to agree with not Spencer. No one agrees with Spencer ever. But
Never.
I'm going to agree with Clayton on this one. Definitely start Hunt in the PPR because if they're wrapping up the wide receivers, then Hunt's getting passes out of the backfield. He's a quality runner, so definitely Hunt.
Right. What's up, Kyle? Thanks for joining the broadcast. Brother.
Hey, Kyle.
And
Is it Jeremy?
yeah, Jeremy here.
Jeremy is spoken.
Alshon Jeffrey.
Did you hear me, Spencer, sing? Why are you shaking your head? Curse today. No, your mic's off. Mine's still on, unfortunately for everyone.
Yeah, unfortunately. Alshon Jeffrey or Corey Davis?
I say Corey. They've taken Buffalo.
Yeah,
He showed up last week.
Yeah, like once finally.
Yeah, but from here on out.
I'm just not convinced that he's, I know Buffalo's, Buffalo, but I'm going Alshon. I think Alshon's a better receiver right now, and Corey Davis did come on strong. So, I mean, he could show out this week. It's just, and I have him in a couple leagues, guys, so, yes, I want him to show out. Last year in our Dynasty League, I took him at like 4th overall or something crazy, and he just is not produced except one game. So, no, Corey Davis, I will not start you until you. Although in one league, I was forced to start him based on injuries last week, so luckily it worked out. But I'm Alshon this week.
So, Jeremy, come back and yell at either Clayton for telling you start Jeffrey or yell at me for telling you start Davis. So,
Yeah, I like being yelled at, so it's all good.
Yeah.
It's my second favorite thing to do.
That's like Kyle has joined. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, man, I ain't talked to him in a few years. Glad to see you.
You're alive.
Checking this out.
You're alive. Kyle, thank God.
He is. I believe he's a Patriots fan. Yeah. We used to play a lot of football together in the park.
Oh.
Kyle's a good dude. Jan Guzman.
Hey, Jan.
If Dalvin Cook sits out, would you play Latavius Murray or Alex Collins? And it's PPR. I'm going Alex Collins because Murray just has not done anything, even when he already had an opportunity.
I did not like Latavius Murray. Again, the one year everyone was in love with him because he scored 13 TDs, and I get it, that's good, but he only had like 800 yards rushing, and that's when the Raiders had like the top offensive line. Yeah. He looks a little better in Minnesota, and I wouldn't blame you for starting him because Minnesota doesn't really like Cook's not. If Cook doesn't play or isn't going to play, God only knows. He's on my team too. That was my hand hitting that. Sorry. See J.J. Watt sacking Johnny Manziel. Oh, either that or he's trying to wake him up because Johnny Manziel's drunk. But I'm going to say Collins. I don't blame you starting Latavius Murray because, again, if Dalvin Cook doesn't play, then you're looking at their third string backup or the third down guy. Right. So I don't think you have a wrong choice there, but I'm definitely going to go with my compadre over here.
Yeah, I like Alex Collins. He doesn't always get in the end zone, but he is involved in the offense. I like the PPR. He'll get a few catches, and then that.
This is a tough game. I'm sorry, Clayton.
Yeah,
but
no, go ahead.
Cleveland, good linebackers. Philadelphia, solid defense. It's a tough play.
Yeah, tough play for sure. So, but yeah, Alex Collins for me and you. So, like you said, you can come back and yell at us, man. We actually enjoy that as well.
Yeah, we did great one week, and then I remember last year we were doing our picks, and we were like 1 for 80 or something.
Yeah,
we were horrible. But this year we've been doing awesome on our picks.
I do awesome every week.
Well, there you go.
I'm undefeated.
That's why I'm 3-1.
Oh wait, I lost one to Cam.
Then I'm gonna be 4-1 after this week, Spencer.
I'm beating Chad this week, but Derek, what's up, Derek?
You're not gonna beat me. Go Tribe.
Derek says he's got the Ravens D. But he also has Carlos Hyde and Njoku starting. Should I play it out or choose a new D? Yeah, I don't know what defenses are available or what you got, but I think you could maybe still get decent production out of all three, even still.
Yeah, I mean, the Ravens' defense is really good. C.J. Mosley's back playing, and he was top tackler last year. Hyde... Clayton, you hit the nail on the head with Baker Mayfield. He looks the part. He acts the part. He looks like a legitimate starting quarterback in the NFL. But he's still young. He's still learning. I haven't seen a lot from Njoku. He's definitely got the talent, but without a doubt, Mayfield is throwing to Landry. That's his safety net.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know how else you have it tied in, but, I mean, if that's the best, I start all three. And next year, don't play team defense. Be a man. Play IDP. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you.
Yeah. No, we're just poking. We are poking, but IDP is a lot of fun. You need to jump on that one.
Yeah. To make my mom mad. It's more funner. Even Spencer don't like that.
Jermaine, what's up, brother?
Jermaine.
Hey, fellas, he needs 3. He has Royce, Devontae, and Deion Lewis, and Jones or Thompson. I'm guessing Aaron Jones or Chris Thompson. Is it PPR? If Freeman's back and healthy, I like his matchup.
Yes.
And I like Chris Thompson for his PPR. Royce came on last week, so I guess you're kind of coming down between, Jones, Lewis, and Royce. And
in that situation, I'd do Thompson, Devontae, and I always get those guys mixed. I don't know why I get White and Deion Lewis mixed up. I have no clue why. Weren't they both on the Patriots?
Yeah,
at one time?
they were.
I'm just gonna go Thompson, Jones, Devontae. I think you got to start Devontae.
Yeah.
If you're talking about Freeman, I don't know if he's talking about Devontae Booker, or something like that. But if it's Freeman, start Freeman.
Start Booker. No.
Yeah, start him too. You start him and Royce. That's a really tough one. I go Devontae, Jones, and Thompson's Clay.
Right. Yeah. Definitely Devontae and Thompson for me. And let me see. You got Denver and the Jets. After those two, I'm actually going to take the flyer on Royce. Jones wouldn't be bad, and Deion, I get exactly what you're saying. It's not bad, but I like Royce. I think he's going to get in the end zone this week against the Jets.
All right, thank you for the question.
Yeah. Well, damn it, Joe. If B.O.B. won't answer your calls, go to his house.
Yeah. He's blocked my number. I'm like, hey, butt chin, would you coach better, asshole?
He didn't like my fan mail. I sent him some portraits, and he's like, dude, what? You know what I mean?
All right.
No, you're welcome, Billy.
No problem, Billy.
Thank you for the questions, really, brother.
Thank you for being here, man. We really appreciate all you people coming out and listening to us. We really, like I say, we only go as far as you go, so we definitely thank you guys for being here. Thank you.
I got like 45 questions to get to, comments.
Really? Yeah. Oh. We'll try to get to everyone. If we don't get to you, we apologize.
Yeah, we're still going to be on a while, so hold tight.
No, I'm leaving in 3 minutes.
I'll be on for a while. This is what I do, bro.
Yeah, right.
No, Brandon, pick 2, PPR. Landry, Emmanuel Sanders, or Tyreek Hill?
I'm going Landry and Sanders.
Landry for sure, and
Definitely.
Sanders. I think Sanders is going to show out. Landry, and I mean Hill's
great.
Yeah, like I said, but that matchup, the other two more favorable. That's why I'm going to have to go ahead and let them get that one.
Again, if it's return yards, start Hill.
Doesn't Sanders doing returns, or he's outgrown that?
I don't think he does it.
Okay.
I'll go. I like them too. Without a doubt, Landry.
Yes. Yeah, Landry for sure. Ooh, now here we go. Scott bringing the heat.
Scott.
What do we got here? He's got Robert Woods or Tyler Boyd in the flex, and Mariota or Mayfield.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mayfield for me. Like Mayfield is a bona fide quarterback. He's the real deal. If you've been following us for a while, y'all would know. I've been on that train. It's Mayfield for me, and that tough one is the Woods and Tyler Boyd. I think they're both going to, Boyd in the shootout against Miami. But I'm actually going to take Woods against Seattle. Woods and Mayfield for me, Jeffro.
Man, this one's both is, dude.
This is a question.
This is a great question because it's hard. Mariota played well last week, and he's playing Buffalo. They're playing at Buffalo. Oh, man. And Woods is playing at Seattle.
I think Mayfield's just a better quarterback than Mariota overall.
Man, I'm gonna go Mariota, and then I'm gonna go. I want to say Boyd, but I think he might cool down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Boyd.
So you're opposite of me on both picks.
Yeah,
That's actually pretty cool.
I'm gonna go Boyd because, man, you keep bringing up, Mixon, is his knee actually healthy? Yeah. It's like one thing if a running back or I hurt my forearm. I was like, okay, but his knee, I'm gonna go Boyd just in case it's a Leonard Fournette situation. It's like, yeah, he's playing, and then he's out indefinitely for 17 years.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Go out early in the game.
Some asshole I drafted first. Sorry.
both of your top picks, right?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Great questions, everyone. Keep them coming. That was a really
Thank
tough
you.
one, man. Brain buster on that one. Alex Mateos, Tyreek Hill, Jarvis Landry, Calvin Ridley. Pick 2. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
I got Landry and Ridley.
Landry and Ridley for me.
Yeah,
That's question.
Yeah, Landry, like you've already stated, he's a Baker's safety blanket, and Ridley's playing out. He's getting on my boy Julio's touchdowns.
I know. I love it. Love it a lot.
And that's going to be a shootout. That Pittsburgh-Atlanta game, you got to
I love it so much. I want to sing Calvin Ridley, Spencer.
Ooh, a lot of shares in Boyd. I see Brandon back with it. What's up, Brandon?
Hey,
Keep them coming. Flex, PPR, Devontae Freeman or Tyler Boyd?
I go Freeman there.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
We got a mean face again.
It's all right. And someone laughed at us.
Oh, well, that's all right.
I think, man, I like Freeman in the shootout. He's coming back. Same thing, though, with him. Is he going to come and play the full game, or is he going to leave early? So I almost want to lean Boyd on that one for me until he proves to me he's there. But, yeah, they'll keep – y'all can give us mean faces or whatever, brothers. You're welcome, Joseph.
It hurts my feelings.
We got another Rodgers or Mahomes.
We both said Rodgers for that.
Yeah.
Hey, Rodgers! That commercial.
Ed wanted to know that one. Thanks, Ed. But, yeah, Mahomes is almost – he's been too hot to sit, but his matchup, and then you also have Aaron Rodgers, so I'm Aaron Rodgers, bro.
No one's going to –
Yeah.
No one's going to blame you if, like, tomorrow you just put Mahomes in, so, we both say Rodgers, but go in your gut, for that one. Thank you.
Yeah, good question. Christopher here.
Christopher.
He wants to know, in his flex, you have Carlos Hyde, Cooper Kupp, and Emmanuel Sanders. It's Kupp for me. I like his matchup against Seattle. Him and Sanders are tough, and they're all actually good matchups. I just think Kupp might perform a little bit better.
If it's PPR, you got to start Kupp. Yeah. I would just go Kupp. And I'm not trying to say because he had such an amazing game for me last week, but right. I would just start Kupp. He's just every game he's solid. So start Kupp.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like definitely Kupp for sure.
Start Kupp and raise a cup to him.
And the thing with Hyde is, when are they actually going to start letting Chubb carry the ball more?
Dude, they just let Chubb carry it 3 times and gets 120 yards. Like, all right, Chubb, go in there and run it for 60.
Right. Here's a good one. PPR, Tyreek Hill or Quincy Enunwa?
Ooh. Well, since that guy said, Enunwa's the greatest, I'm going to say Tyreek Hill.
No, he said we lost credibility because someone said start Enunwa, which we actually didn't say that at all on that, but whatever.
I don't like it. Emu. I can't pronounce the name. I'm just going to call him Emu.
I like he's
damn
solid.
right, Spencer.
He hasn't quite up. I guess I more or less like him more in our dynasty setup because him and Darnold have really built a rapport. Mm-hmm. But this might be the only time I might actually pick Tyreek Hill today.
Just based off their performance, their abilities, I'm gonna say Tyreek Hill against even against that tough,
He's got
Jacksonville
that
defense.
Boom. He has that boom at any. Tyreek Hill is the epitome of boomer bust.
He is so fast and so shifty. Like, he's a guy that can give Jalen Ramsey issues.
Right. And Brian was is Andy Dalton going to keep up the good season? He's playing pretty good. I think he's going to be pretty solid, all season, and I like him this week as well. I think he's got a favorable matchup.
The only time you don't play Andy Dalton is if he's playing the Texans in the playoffs. That's the only time. But Dalton, nothing says he's going to slack. So yeah. Why not?
All right. It looks like we're going to set Brandon's whole lineup today.
All right. That's cool. We love you, Brandon.
Yeah, no, man. We're cool with it, man. I love this stuff. PPR, Enunwa, Alshon Jeffrey, or Tyler Boyd?
PPR? Man.
Tough. I like Boyd. I know it's Boyd or Jeffrey for me, and I'm gonna have to lean Boyd.
Yeah, Jeffrey or Boyd without a doubt. Don't start Emu.
But Wentz does find Jeffrey, and it is against Minnesota. But I don't, tough one. you know, if you drafted Jeffrey to be your stud, I mean, you'd probably start him. But I think Boyd will still have a decent week.
Go with the home field advantage here. Miami's at Cincinnati, where, well, no, Philadelphia's at home too. What up, Ruffles? I'm gonna say Boyd.
Right.
I don't feel comfortable saying that because it's Alshon Jeffrey, but
Yeah. That.
so I'm gonna say Boyd, but really I'm saying Alshon Jeffrey. No.
You'll never know.
You'll never know. I'm not giving up any more secrets.
Right.
Right.
Tony here. He's trading Mark Ingram for Alshon Jeffrey.
I just assume he has better other running backs.
That's what I'm assuming because I don't know if you're like with Mark Ingram, people are all worried about his Kamara's production going to go down. They both produced really well last year, so I think even with Ingram back, it actually it helps them both even more because Ingram will run a little bit more and they'll have Kamara out wide a little, more in slot and all that stuff. So I don't know who else you have at running back and receiver. I actually kind of like the Mark Ingram side of that trade over Alshon Jeffrey. Like I said, running backs are normally a little harder to come by, and he's a producer, so I'm gonna have to probably keep Ingram on that side of the trade.
Yeah, that's a great take, Clayton. Our sources in New Orleans were saying that the Saints really don't want Kamara carrying the ball as much as he has. Ingram's kind of got that more traditional running back build. But like you said, I mean, Kamara only had like 120 carries and led the league, or was up there. I think it was Hunt who won, but
yeah,
I mean, so no, neither production is going to go down. They want Mark Ingram in the game. They really do want to split it. So if you need a receiver and you can get Alshon Jeffrey, I don't know about his age, his injury, or anything like that. I called him up. He said he was fine. I'm just kidding. I'm lying. But if you make the trade and you got solid running backs, make that trade.
Right. Yeah. Like I said, it just kind of depends on more or less what else you have going on your team.
By the way, we're going to have Alshon Jeffrey sit here, but he didn't show up.
Yeah, he's something about have a football game tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
I was like, well, we got a broadcast today.
Exactly. Yeah. You're playing tomorrow. Just show up.
Right.
Today.
Mark wants to know, is Larry Fitzgerald droppable? 10-team PPR. He already has wide receivers, Geronimo Allison, Keelan Cole, Quincy Enunwa are available.
Available to pick up?
That's what I'm guessing. That's what it looks like to me. I don't necessarily know if I want to drop Larry Fitz. I think Rosen's just now getting a few games under his belt, and he's just growing a little bit. So if you have the room, I don't necessarily want to drop Fitz yet.
And that's another thing that was similar to Mayfield. Like, it's Larry freaking Fitzgerald. Mm-hmm. Like, Rosen's like, all right, if anything, throw to Larry. Don't drop any players, by the way. See if you can trade for someone. Get something, And if it's a redraft league, I know it's really hard to make trades. Mm-hmm. So if you're in, like, a dynasty or keeper, just see what you can get for a trade before you drop him. I really don't. I would hold on to him for maybe 2 more weeks and see how he does with Rosen. I know that's a long time, and that's I'm not gonna lie, that's gambling. Like I came on here like 2 weeks ago and I was laughing with you. I was like, Trubisky sucks, and he throws 6 TDs. So and then we told one guy, no, hang on to Fitz, and that's when Fitz went out. So it's a risky gamble, my friend. But yeah, just just hold on. I'm going to say hold on to him for either at most 2 weeks. If you're really nervous, see what he does this weekend. And if not, I like Geronimo Allison to pick up because he's kind of in that Tyler Boyd mode. Plus, I like Geronimo.
Exactly.
Right, Spencer? Thumbs up from Spencer. Thank you. Appreciate the question.
Yeah. Austin here.
Texas.
Lynch or Mixon in a half PPR?
Mixon's a better receiver, so if it's PPR, then I'm gonna go Mixon.
Yeah, I like Mixon as well.
Lynch can't catch anything but a fine.
Tony, would you start Royce Freeman or Kerryon Johnson in the standard league?
I'm leaning Kerryon.
Yeah, me as well. He's been getting more and more involved in that offense, and Royce hasn't quite been there, and with Lindsey getting a lot of work as well.
There is a small chance that they put in LeGarrette Blount on the goal line, but they seem to want to establish Kerryon Johnson. So there's, either
the better
pick's
running
not
back.
bad. Oh yeah, without a doubt. But that would be the only reason why I would go Freeman. But then again, they put in Lindsey.
Right.
Y'all brought up LeGarrette Blount and Lindsey. What do they have in common? They both punch somebody.
That's the theme today.
At least they punch men, Mixon.
Right? All right.
Not allegedly, it's on video.
Yeah, that was not alleged. We synced it.
That's right.
Forrest here.
Hey, Forrest.
You going to stick with Mahomes versus Jacksonville or Goff out of banged-up Seattle? He's worried they're just going to pound it with Gurley.
No.
Sean McVay as an offensive play caller is too dynamic, and I'm rolling with Goff.
Yeah, I roll with Goff on that. I mean, you said it yourself, a banged-up Seattle, so that's just exploitation. That's got exploitation written all over it. Leighton, what's going on, man?
Right, glad to see you. All right.
Leighton with mashed potatoes last night. Leighton just couldn't stop fawning over mashed potatoes. Legendary fighter and Kumite winner in the blood sport.
Yeah, I thought we were going to have to put something between y'all two or something.
No, he was just so mesmerized by the legend of mashed potatoes. Did you know, Spencer, that mashed potatoes fought in the Siberian pits of the tundra versus Eskimos? Mashed potatoes, the winner got 5 pounds of whale blubber. And, mashed potatoes won it, but mashed potatoes is, man of the people, so he gave the whale blubber back to the Eskimos.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
Jeff Rose rants. All right.
Screw cats. I've already said it.
Since we're speaking of a Jeff, we got a Jeff here. Would you start Lindsey or Breida?
Ooh, good. That's a good one. They both have that potential just to boom,
I lean Breida for this. I think Lindsey and Royce are more of a split time, and Breida's, he's in the top of leading the league in rushing. I'm actually going to lead Breida on this one.
I like Breida here because Breida, for some reason, his name reminds me of bread. So I would start Breida just because the name kind of reminds me of bread. Ain't that right, Spencer? Thumbs up from our producer. Yeah, I like Breida just for what he said. They're split carries with Freeman there.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. You're always awesome and always helpful. You're welcome, Jermaine. We always like when you
Hey,
give us the
Jermaine.
questions.
Thumbs up. And thank you, Jermaine, for being here. Again, we're not here if you're not here. We really appreciate you people for being here. Thank you so much.
All righty. Charles, man, what's up, bud? Been a while. He's got a good question for us.
All
Tyler Boyd or Doug Baldwin?
I'm going to go Baldwin because that's got the potential to be a shootout. And if Baldwin's back healthy, he's a really decent one and without a doubt a 2.
Right, yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think I like Baldwin. I mean, that's a tough call, especially, he's been banged up. But I would have to lean, as well as with you, Jeff, I'm going to have to go Baldwin. I like, Russell loves him some Baldwin.
I love Baldwin.
Love Chip. No, you're thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
Spencer's not epic. Tyler Millard.
Just produce the show, Spencer. Don't be trying to do any trick stuff. This guy is.
Do I start Ingram this week?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, who else do you have?
We don't know your other. So yeah,
who's your other running back? Tyler Irvin.
Then you're definitely gonna go Irvin. Ingram, yeah, he wouldn't be a bad play. Like I said, we don't know.
Honestly, Tyler, I think Ingram is gonna come in and be like last year, where he's splitting carries. With Kamara, who, if somebody offered you Dalvin Cook in the first, second round, you should trade him. But
y'all all just want some. I'm like, hey, let's make a trade. Next thing I know, it's just they're just like, well, I want Kamara. I'm like,
you put him on the trade block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe someone will give me something worth it.
Right. Yeah, start Ingram because he had a solid season last year, even with splitting time with Kamara. Start Ingram.
Yeah, I do. I like that as well. Israel, what's up, man?
Shalom.
You gonna take Carr or Stafford?
There will be more fans cheering for Oakland at the LA Chargers home. that has a potential of a shootout.
Yeah.
So does Green Bay and Detroit.
Carr had a really great game last week. I mean, Chargers, they haven't been the greatest out there, but I actually think I'm going to go Stafford.
I'm going to agree with you because a guy I wanted to draft this year, because we do Dynasty, so we just draft rookies, is Derwin James, and he has just been phenomenal at that safety position. I hate Chad that he has him.
Yeah, they still got Casey Hayward out there.
Go Tribe.
Hayward led the league in interceptions last year, so.
That's true. I'm going to go. I agree with you, Clayton. I'm going to go Stafford on this one.
Yeah, and also, I don't know if the Raiders, they got some players. I just don't know. Amari's not been Amari, and Jordy. They don't really. Who's going to take the top off the defense?
I don't know. I mean, they were in a shootout last week, but Stafford seems to be the one here.
Yeah, I like Stafford as well.
Yeah.
All righty. Tyler back with it.
Hey, Tyler.
Mahomes or Dalton?
I'm going to go Evil Eyebrows Dalton because he's at home versus Miami.
Yeah, I like that as well. I know Mahomes is almost too hot to sit, but
again,
that Jacksonville defense does scare me, and I'm going to go Dalton.
Once again, folks, you have Mahomes. We're not going to blame you. No one should blame you if you start Mahomes this week. Yeah. And it's scary to say Dalton because you think Dalton is going to turn back into, Andy Dalton. But There's been no proof of it. Then again, I said that about Fitz, told that guy, don't trade him, keep him.
Right. All right. Jan here has quite a question. With all the injuries to the Green Bay wide receivers, Adams calf, Allison concussion still not cleared.
Oh.
Yet Cobb is out. Valde Scantling if Allison is not cleared, or Keelan Cole. I'm going to go Keelan Cole. That Kansas City pass defense is horrendous, and I think Bortles might get out on the run on the outside of the pocket, find him Cole for a little bit, so I'm going to have to go Cole.
Blake Bortles had a great game last week. Cole and Dede Westbrook both got catches. If you've gone to dynastywise.com, search articles, and you'll see this guy wrote an excellent article about Blake Bortles and that he's actually been a decent fantasy quarter. I know people say, is that a good quarterback? Well, I mean, there's a difference because, as much as we try to make it like the real NFL, we raised our defensive scoring, so now defensive players in the top 5 scoring. Yeah. It still is that thing where he's a good NFL player, but he's not a good fantasy player.
Right.
Bortles is actually a decent fantasy player. So, me talking here, bloviating for like 20 minutes, Cole.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I'm right there with you. And
thank you for the question.
Right, great question. See what I mean? Joe, right here. What are you looking for in return for trade for player? Let's hypothetically say Kamara.
Yeah, what would you be looking for? Like a good trade would be Dalvin Cook and a first and second round pick. Like I think that's pretty even. Maybe siding to you. Or the guy who has Kamara. Wink, wink.
If I'm a Kamara owner,
which
it's basically going to take your life to get him from me. So, yeah, honestly, at this point, if I'm a Kamara owner, he's basically untradeable to me. Why would you trade away a piece that's going to probably lead you potentially to win your league?
Question, Clayton.
What?
I hope I didn't cut you off there.
No, you're good.
When I had Ezekiel Elliott, Brian, a.k.a. Weidman, gave me 5 first-round picks for him. He is the first 2-time champion in our league, and we all hate Brian now because of it. If somebody gave you 5 first-round picks for Kamara, do you do it?
No.
Wow.
I would.
I
don't
respect your love for Kamara.
No, there's no guaranteed return on my investment. Kamara is what he is, and he produces way too good. I'm not giving that up on. Like I said, I already got 3 first-round draft picks next year. What am I going to do with all these picks?
Well, let's say you didn't have 3 firsts. You still say no?
I'd still say no.
All right. You heard it here first. This guy is not fun to play with.
There's really no comparable trade. Like, even if, so what, you get the number 2 running back in the league and then possibly get a first-round draft pick, like, okay, so I still traded for a worse player and maybe I get a good pick.
Did you have your mic on?
If you want to, all right, I will say this. if you want to get a conversation started for Kamara, you're looking. I'm going to need an elite running back and probably an elite receiver. To start the conversation. Like, I want to fill multiple positions.
You got to be able to compensate for the point loss.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with Kamara, Ingram's back, and he's going to get the bulk of the carries now. So if you should trade him, probably.
No.
Highly unlikely.
Shut up, Spencer.
Kamara. And if you're in a PPR league or half-point PPR league, there's no way in hell I'm trading Kamara.
Yeah, but our sources out of New Orleans says they're just put Kamara on the bench for, like, maybe a couple of plays. So you should probably trade him to me.
You know what? Here's a trade question that actually involves Alvin Kamara.
Right.
So I'm gonna go Kamara side. I can guarantee.
Did we miss any questions?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, there's a shit ton.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we passed any up.
No. Alvin Kamara, Joe Mixon, for Todd Gurley and Carlos Hyde.
No. To me, Mixon is more of a pure starter than Carlos Hyde. Not taking away anything from Carlos Hyde. He's a great running back. Yeah. Alvin Kamara, Todd Gurley, really, like, those two, like, I have always said, my mind's made up that Alvin Kamara is the best pure running back. I mean, he's just the best running back in the NFL. Forget fantasy. He can run between the tackles. He's got speed around outside. He's an excellent receiver out of the backfield. You can say this, like, I wouldn't argue if someone says, well, I like Todd Gurley. I wouldn't argue.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Like, them two, to me, are kind of even, but Mixon has more potential than Hyde because, again, Cleveland's got Chubb, who averaged like 400 yards a carry last week. It was insane.
Yeah.
Not really. I'm exaggerating, people.
Yeah.
This guy's stupid.
And this guy said he would get Kamara and Mixon, so I think.
Get Kamara and Mixon.
That's the best side of that deal because, like you said, Hyde, he's okay, but he's gonna lose that job to Chubb.
If that trade is out there, stop watching us and go click accept.
Yeah.
And then come back and tell us.
Go ahead and get your Kamara.
Stop talking to us. Go.
All right. Todd here. Freeman, Lindsey, Buck Allen, Latavius Murray, or Chris Carson. PPR pick 2. Which Freeman? You got Royce or Devontae? If it's Devontae, I'm taking Devontae Freeman and Lindsey as my 2 starters in that one.
I like that we call him Buck Allen. Just for the name, you should start. Buck Allen has been being used a whole lot more because Alex Collins keeps fumbling and gets put in the doghouse.
Yeah.
That's not bad, but Lindsey's so explosive. I got to agree with what you said, Clayton.
Yeah. Right. Like I said, but if it's like Royce Freeman, I'm not starting Royce and Lindsey from the same team.
Right.
I'm going to pass on that.
Yes.
All right.
If it's Devontae Freeman, start him. Yeah.
Right. Adam, what is this?
Adam.
Graham or Fuller PPR?
Is Fuller healthy?
That's the thing. Is he going to play or is he going to come in and go out again? Although he got his touchdown and his yardage and then went out last week. If he's healthy, you got to play Fuller. He has scored a touchdown in every game him and Deshaun Watson have played together. So I'm definitely going to, if he's healthy, I'm playing Will Fuller.
I got to agree with you. Clayton, you did the stat research last year, showed that Will Fuller healthy was putting up better numbers than Antonio Brown. Guys, we're here. We're in Houston, Texas. Start Will Fuller as much as you can until he goes out for like 6 weeks because he will be injured for like 6-7 weeks. So, but that is something where you've got to check the injury report. Check Will Fuller before your lineup needs to be. Another mean face. That's probably from Chad because it's tribe loss.
They're going to lose again today, too.
Damn right. But check the injury report, sir, on that one. Just make sure that Fuller is listed as good to go because he does get injured a lot. But if he plays, he's going to put up great numbers.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Jeffro.
Mean faces are hurting my feelings.
Let them.
You have to have feelings for him to be hurt, Jeff.
That is true.
Jermaine's back at it. Our good old friend Jermaine. He said he was offered Barkley for Chris Thompson and Le'Veon Bell. He would be getting Barkley.
Doesn't make it.
Just trade it. Make it. Do it happen.
Yeah, I'm getting Barkley. If you're in a redraft league, when Bell's going to come back week 7, so you're kind of running out of time, and Barkley's already producing now. And if it's Dynasty,
do it.
You don't know what Bell's going to do, so you might as well get Barkley while you can.
Bell might be traded to a team, but at this point, go with Barkley. No one's gonna like say, I can't believe you made that trade. I mean, that's a good trade either way, if you ask me, because of Bell's potential. But if Bell goes to another team and he doesn't have that Pittsburgh style offense, look, David Johnson,
Houston, though.
Well, if he comes to
Bell
Houston,
in Houston, that'd be you know what I mean.
Bell to Houston would be good. Can't think of, I was thinking of this, and I was thinking of a couple other teams where he'd be great at.
Oakland,
like Buffalo.
No.
Buffalo. I mean, they have Chris Ivory, who's a solid backup veteran, and Shady McCoy. I don't know how he's going to be. I don't know what his status is. I think he's going to play, but he had rib cartilage damage, but he might be on the way out. So I mean, there are a couple teams, but senior trade get Barkley.
Yeah, for
Younger, giant legs,
Saquad,
sexy.
or Bake.
I mean, what?
Whoa, hey, Baquan.
Babe Quan.
The Irishman, Pat O'Leary. He's back at it.
Hey.
Alex Smith or Pat Mahomes?
I feel like we answered this question, but don't worry, Pat.
You did already answer it.
Was it from the same guy?
No.
Pat, are you drunk? You just keep. Hey, I'm gonna ask the same question.
12 started early today.
Hey, go Conor McGregor or Pat Mahomes. I like Alex Smith for the potential of shootout, but again, no one's gonna blame you to start Mahomes.
Yeah, you're in the predicament. Mahomes is playing 2 lights out to sit.
All right.
But Alex Smith has a more favorable matchup.
All right. Check the injury report, not on their team, but check the injury report on the teams that they're playing. What's up, Chad?
Oh, Chad, you want me to set your lineup to lose to me this week?
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, we'll set your lineup. What's Chad saying?
Kerryon Johnson, Aaron Jones, Deion Lewis, Joe Mixon, pick 2 to start. I would lean Kerryon and Joe Mixon. That's me. Although, you know what, Chad? Deion Lewis and Aaron Jones.
I'll say it again, this is the week that you're going to find out how Green Bay is going to use Aaron Jones. That being said, Chad, I'm leaning Joe Mixon and Kerryon Johnson. Right now, like Chad's looking at Diane and go, they don't know what they're doing. Just kidding, Chad. Thanks for being on, buddy. Oh, Patrick O'Leary says streaming.
What are you streaming?
I guess he was streaming.
I think they're having a conversation in the comments. There's like 100 comments.
Oh, wow. Thank you, folks.
So,
God, I didn't want to
No, Chad, we're not saying go tribe.
No.
Go Stros.
Yeah, go Stros.
Yeah.
All right. Aristides. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that.
Mr. Patterson.
Yeah. What are we going here with? He wants to know, will Nick Chubb be more part of the offense, and Keelan Cole, will he get more targets? I can't tell you if Nick Chubb will be part of the offense. He had 2 long carries for touchdowns and only got 3 carries. Should he be part of the offense? Yes. If Hugh Jackson wants to keep his job. And Keelan Cole with targets, I think this week he'll have plenty of targets.
I got to agree with Clayton on the Keelan Cole, and I think because of last week, Chubb's going to start carrying the ball more. Carlos Hyde's a great running back. I don't know why the Niners let him go. I really don't. He's a solid running back. But my belief is Chubb's going to start being involved more in that offense. I think he'll be cheaper than Hyde because he's on that rookie contract.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we said, will he be in the offense more? We don't know for sure, but we do know he should be. Like, the smart, logical move is they could each get 10, 12, 15 carries or whatever you're doing, and they'd both be probably be better for Cleveland. Fresh legs on 2 running backs. But what do I know? I'm just a guy giving the fantasy advice.
Giving great fantasy advice.
They won't let me coach.
Stop being humble.
Right.
Great fantasy advice.
Right. Israel.
Shalom.
Thanks so much. Y'all are awesome. Going to let all my friends know.
Hey, thank you, Israel. We appreciate you. Again, we appreciate all you people for being here. We hope to get all your questions. There's another mean face.
I think it's Chad every time we say.
And there's a sad face too.
Every
so
time
it's Chad.
Every
It's
time we
Chad.
say Go Stros or something about the tribe, it's definitely Chad.
Go Tribe. Go home.
Yeah.
All right.
Israel, you can find us. We go live Wednesday evenings as well, man. So.
Yeah, Wednesday evenings. And if you like other type podcasts, All the Smoke, MMA, Combative Sports. God, I can't talk.
It's all right.
On Friday nights, anywhere from 8 to 9-ish. And then Monday night, we have Baseball Chatter, really good baseball talk about all the playoffs right now. But thank you, Israel. We really appreciate you. We appreciate all you. Thank you, Israel.
Yeah, it's because of y'all guys that we can get out here and do
I
this.
keep saying shalom. I hope he's,
Yeah, what? You don't assume. Pat O'Leary, Alex Smith or Rivers?
Ooh.
That's Phillip Rivers.
I'm going Rivers there.
Yeah, he's going against Oakland, and like I said, Mayfield had a good game against Oakland, and Rivers is going to have a good game against Oakland.
But-
Oakland has no defense.
But the shootout possibility with Alex Smith. But my initial gut says Rivers.
Yeah,
Take me to the river.
definitely Phillip.
Is that what that fish sings, Spencer? Like that fish on the wall, and all of a sudden its head starts singing?
It sings a couple of different songs.
Oh, okay. I thought it sang, I don't know.
All right. Raymond wants to know, what do we think of Jimmy Graham? He said,
Superstar Jimmy Graham? He's an old wrestler.
going forward, just about done with him. Had him last season as well. Need a big game from him. I think a lot of people expected, they shot up people's draft boards and everything a little too high. Rodgers doesn't always look for his tight ends. Never has. Never been a big tight end quarterback. He likes to go down the field. And, yeah, he's the red zone threat. I would look for another tight end personally.
But what about this week? With all the injuries to the wide receivers,
Yeah.
I'm not taking what Clay said as, Clay's always giving good takes, but again, it's week 5. Like I do believe week 5, the trend. Like the
Right.
first couple of weeks, I mean, this year's been insane. We're really, oh my God, should I drop Deshaun Watson? I'm gonna drop Todd Gurley. It's like, what? Jesus, people, it's week 1. Calm down.
Yeah.
Please do. I'll pick him up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
right.
Can I get in your
Right.
league? Is this a big money league?
Look.
Let me in.
If you're in a state that allows smoking the Chiba, do it. Calm down, all right? I'm not advocating drugs, but if it's legal in your state, go for it. But this might be a week where Graham gets on the board. And so, while I agree with what Clayton said, see what Graham does this week, and then see what the situation is next week. Like we were saying, start Geronimo on the one thing, but then he's in concussion protocol.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he doesn't, this might be where my guy, enormous St. Brown gets in the game. I don't know.
Eventually,
Right?
But and Adams is banged up, but he was banged up and played last week, so I wouldn't expect anything less out of him.
Start Graham this week, buddy, and then come back and yell at us and give us a mean face if we're wrong.
Tight ends are just so hard to come by, and he has a great quarterback. So I mean, you got to roll with him for a little while. Yeah. Steven here, Drew Brees versus Washington or Carson Wentz versus Minnesota?
Breeze for me.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think Wentz is a fabulous quarterback. I love Carson Wentz. I loved him coming to the draft.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Breeze versus Washington is just a little bit better of a matchup for me.
Clay, a couple weeks ago, we said he looked like Carson Wentz looks like Prince Harry. And then you brought up the great point. Have you seen them both in the room together? And I researched it. No.
Exactly.
So, is Prince Harry playing quarterback for Philadelphia Eagles? These hard-hitting questions will be answered.
Or is the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles Prince Harry?
Either way.
Yeah.
We're going to find. Dynasty-wise is on the case.
We are sending out our people. What's up, Jordan? Welcome, brother.
Welcome, everybody. Hey,
Diana.
Diana. That's right, Diana. Astros.
Go Stros. Yeah.
Hey, D.
We'll get a sad face from Chad here in a minute.
You must be looking in the mirror. What's he got there? What's Chad
He
have?
said Gurley and Elliott are the only fair trades for Kamara. You mean as in both of them?
Nah, wait, Gurley and Elliott? Oh, because it should be Gurley or Elliott.
I think that's what he means.
Yeah, I think that's what it means. I can see that, but I'd still probably keep Kamara. But yeah, Chad, you're absolutely right there.
Yeah. It just would come down to preference, and
Yeah.
give me Kamara. We know that, Chad. No, Chad, I'm not going to sit Kamara for you this week. I need this victory. Hey, Katie, welcome. Welcome to the show.
That's right. Who do we got?
I'm trying to get through it all. Corey Davis or Phillip Lindsay PPR at flex? I'm not sold at Corey Davis still. I don't care if he had a great week. Give me Phillip Lindsay.
Where are they playing again? Denver's at the Jets. When you play in New York, you kind of want to show up more because the New York media is so powerful. So I'm going to go Lindsey if he's not going to punch anybody.
Right. For sure.
I'm going to go Lindsey on that. Just I don't think it's a bad pick either way, but I just think Lindsey just got that explosion.
Right.
You
yeah.
know.
Dang. Yeah, I'm Lindsey with you as well.
We're sitting at like hour 24.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We still got some battery left, right?
62%.
Oh, yeah, we got
Don't
plenty.
say it out loud. It might want to sneak out. Hey, guys, the battery's low. We got to go.
Well, everybody knows once it drops below 50%, it just kind of runs from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll
Good
be
recover.
Actually,
Good
it was all
recover.
right. Dave here. Kenny Stills or Mike Williams? Full point PPR.
Never start Kenny Stills because he kneels.
Kenny Stills actually produces out there, and they're going against a shoddy Cincinnati pass defense. So I like Kenny Stills, but Mike Williams has been pretty decent, except, I think, 4 out of 5 games, and he's going against Oakland. That's a tough one. I actually like Mike Williams personally. My gut's saying I'm going to roll with Mike Williams over Kenny Stills, although Kenny Stills has been a good target. I think they're both good plays this week. Personally, I don't know what else you got going on, receiver and flex, but I'm liking Mike Williams.
I think Keenan Allen is questionable, but I think his questionable is he'll play.
Yeah.
But Mike Williams has made some acrobats, just some great catches. I can see that game being more of a shootout than Miami and Cincinnati. So, because, they had a good game last week, the Raiders. They really did. Carr was finding people. I think Williams is on an upward trend, so I would start him. I'm a Patriot, never start Kenny Stills. No. Yeah, Clayton's right. It's a good pick either way, my friend.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I think Kenny Stills is the number one.
Stand your ass up. I got you, Clayton.
Daryl, is Will Fuller a safe play? If he's healthy and if he's going to play, he is. He's, like you said, every game he's played with Deshaun Watson, dating back to last year and this year, that he scored a touchdown. So he's a safe play when healthy.
Check the injury report tomorrow before the game start. If he's good to go, play him. He is a stud with Watson. And, people double team D-Hop.
Yep. Yes, they do. And with the emergence of Coty, that should be a really good receiving
Isn't
core.
he injured again now?
He was questionable. These fast guys always got their hammies. What good is it with you damn soft tissue injury? Dave here. Is this the week to go Blake Bortles over Russell Wilson?
Would have been last week.
I don't know. Blake against that Kansas City pass defense can't stop a nosebleed, or Russell against the Rams, beat up offensive line. You know what? I'm going to take Blake Bortles over Russell Wilson this week. I know that's crazy. Russell Wilson was the number 1 fantasy quarterback last year, but I'm rolling with Bortles.
I'm just going to play. I think that's a solid pick to start Bortles, but I'm just going to play devil's advocate. I'm going to say Seattle because it's going to be a shootout, and I think Wilson will get some running if you get yardage for 10 per yard, which is generally for running backs. If you get that for quarterbacks, I'm going to lean to Wilson, only because I'm just going to play devil's advocate.
I think it depends on the weather in Seattle, whether or not Wilson's going to have a good game or not.
It's probably going to rain.
I know it is. That's what I'm saying. Depending on the level of the rain and how hard and how much is really going to determine if Wilson's going to have a good game, because he's not going to be running a whole lot, and that means his throwing went from that 20, 25 yard to that 5 to 10 yard range to try and make sure that there's no missed passes, interceptions, so on and so forth. And like Clayton said, man, you got Bortles going against KC's passing defense. I think the matchup there is just, I don't like Bortles personally, but I would tell you that he's going to have a good game this week.
Yeah, I think so. The only thing I could also see Jacksonville doing is playing stout defense and then trying to run the ball as much as possible to keep Pat Mahomes on the bench.
Yeah. The most suicides in the country is up in Seattle.
Yeah,
it's like the saddest place in the world to live besides New Mexico.
It rains all the time.
Yeah, but
they get all strung out and
but
kill
don't
themselves.
kill yourself when you could stop it with an umbrella. Come on.
Well, that heroin
kind of the heroin.
Man, we get the most rain. Well, get an umbrella. Jeez.
Daryl wants, will the Rams D dominate? I believe so. I think Donald and Sue and Brockers, and they're going to eat up that bad offensive line. that Seattle has. And then they have the secondaries and linebackers. That Rams team's really, really good right now, and they're playing really, really good. So everything believes me. Yes, they will. Daryl.
Yeah, even though I just chose Wilson for just to be devil's advocate. Hey, I'm the devil. That's my Pacino impersonation when he was in that movie. He was the devil, Spencer. What movie am I talking about?
The devil's advocate.
That's me. I'm the devil. Yeah, Rams D is going to dominate. They got Johnson at safety, Corey Littleton at linebacker. They gave the keys to Corey Littleton this year. I picked him up on the thing, and so I was, and sure enough, I mean, he's really been solid. So without a doubt, they're going to.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
Chad, we're going to disagree. The Tribe will not win today, and if you're guaranteeing it, we know how your guarantees go.
Chad sits there and says, you guys are hungry. You choosing the Tribe because you like the Tribe, Chad. Let's just put it out on the table, Chad.
Their starter's going to have to pitch all 9 innings, and he better do well because their bullpen is trash.
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought Kluber was the real deal, and then he got impregnated. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on.
Serious question, Chad. Would you put Bauer over Kluber? Because, that was kind of controversial. That Bauer, some people thought it was controversial to put Bauer in the bullpen and not start him. Chad, I want your take on it. Or you can just give it Monday.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah,
Chad, I don't care what you say. No, I'm just kidding. But
Jermaine.
Chad's the walking sports encyclopedia, people. Check out Baseball Chatter Monday night here on this Facebook network, I guess. Chad loves his baseball. He knows baseball. So,
right.
That's enough plugging. And Houston Preeminence, hptx.us. $75 platinum thing. You get that for 2 years, and you get a seat at our poker like we have one at our Christmas party poker tournament where you get a chance to win $10,000. So check out hptx.us. We also want to thank Grizzly Grease and grizzlygrease.com. Check them out.
Right.
I forgot Layton's company.
Reagan and Mitchell Roofing.
Yeah, Reagan and Mitchell. Sorry, Layton. You're such a great guy.
Yeah.
Reagan and Mitchell Roofing, people.
Yeah, go to his Facebook. He's doing a giveaway on the Proper 12. Go to Layton's Facebook page, friend request him, and then he's got a business page. Like it, tag him and 2 other people, and you enter it for a drawing, and he'll hand deliver you a bottle of Proper 12.
Yes.
So,
Conor McGregor's own stock.
Yeah, it was decent. It was okay.
Is that the correct word, own stock, for whiskey, Spencer?
Sure.
Yeah.
There we go. Reagan and Mitchell Roofing.
Personal stock.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right.
I agree with Jermaine. You said you would like Bell in Tampa Bay. That would be nice, but I just don't see it happening after they just took Ronald Jones. I just don't see him giving up what it would take.
They activated Ronald Jones, too. Yeah. That wouldn't be bad.
Cleveland has the money to pay for him.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
Nick Chubb's averaging 95 yards a carry, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Right now, I think anybody would be crazy to take Bell. I think Pittsburgh sits on him and just they ride it out. Because if he's going to continue to play this game with them, he's going to do it with everybody else. And that, to me, that makes him a detriment to your team.
Right.
That's just no.
Right.
Technically, in football, all you need is a running back to average 3 yards a carry. Then you just go down the field.
Well, I mean, look at what Connors is doing now. Like he's not Le'Veon Bell, but I tell you, he's picking the weight up.
Yeah, he's doing okay for sure. Is this dude related to Joey Bosa? Drek Bosa. Great question. D.D. Westbrook or Doug Baldwin?
Ooh.
I'm a D.D. fan. I've been a D.D. fan, and I like his matchup this week, and I do not like Doug Baldwin's, and that's crazy to say a D.D. Westbrook over Doug Baldwin.
I wouldn't blame you starting Baldwin, but I would also go D.D. Westbrook.
Yeah, he's been coming on. What's his name?
What did Chad say? He put my name down.
He said he found your soundbite. I don't remember which one it was because it was a while back. So I don't know.
Oh, all right.
I think it's something you just said that he's going to want a soundbite for you. You have been quite funny this round. Dillon.
I've been hilarious. You're welcome. That's why I
Let's
don't get
not
these
blow
meme
his
pages.
head up, people. You've been okay.
It's because it's his alter ego, Dillon. It's fine.
Oh yeah, Dillon McLeroy.
It's Dillon McLeroy.
So is D.D. McLeroy.
Yeah. So D.D. McLeroy, would you take Mark? Who you starting? Mark Ingram or Alshon Jeffrey?
I've started to become all these different characters. One time, I'm gonna get locked in one. Like Jeff will go away. It'll just be D.D. McLeroy mashed potatoes. What was the question?
Mark Ingram or Alshon Jeffrey?
Ingram for me.
I'm right there with you. I like Alshon and Wentz, but against Minnesota, and I think Ingram coming back with Kamara already established, you definitely Ingram.
We have a portal. It's very humid in here. We have a portable AC, but we cut it off because y'all can hear it. So we're suffering for you people. Stop giving us the mad face.
Right.
What's next?
Logan says his opponent is playing Mixon and Yeldon. Should I be afraid of them, or is that a stupid move on him due to their injuries? He's got the potential there. I wouldn't be afraid. They might score points, but I don't think it'd be anything outrageous if they do. So I wouldn't be afraid. But it's not really.
Never be ashamed of your team, Logan.
Yeah.
Never be afraid of anyone. After all, it is fantasy football. So.
Yeah. All right. Don't say shalom this time, Jeff. No.
All right.
Israel back. He said he's got one more question for us.
Assalamu alaikum.
Aaron Jones versus the Lions D. Ajayi versus the Vikes. And thanks, guys. Y'all are doing a great show. Thanks, Israel. We love the feedback. I'm not the biggest Ajayi fan, especially against the Vikes. So give me Aaron Jones.
I'm going to go Ajayi, but I definitely agree with what you just said. Again, I want to see what Aaron Jones is going to do this week. He had a decent game last week. I think this week's going to show you how Green Bay is going to be moving forward their running backs. So I can't disagree with my fellow doctor over here. Spencer's our nurse. Your mic's off.
Y'all both work for proctologists.
No. Well, yeah, and? No, just kidding.
Money.
Yeah, so Aaron Jones, I already forgot the other guy.
Right.
Ajayi. I go Ajayi.
That's weird. I thought you had a strong hatred for Ajayi.
I do, and he's on my team because he called me up and says, I want to be back on your team.
You got him British. Back again?
Yeah. I would look. It's fantasy football, and I was so impressed that Cam made it down from St. Louis down here to Texas, and he there's no bigger man crush, not only in the world but in the history of the world that he has for MCM.
CMC.
Yeah, CMC. Him too. Sorry, I was Dee.
Yeah. Damn it!
But so I wanted to work a trade. I wanted to give him that guy, but I didn't want to be like a Christopher Patrick and make a stupid trade that makes everyone mad. So as much as I was going to give him the guy, but I was going to try to make it as fair as possible.
Right.
So
give me my guy, Jeff.
So who's your guy?
I don't know. I'm gonna find someone on your roster.
All right. Well, give me Kamara. I'll give you my guy.
Trade talks have just ended.
Yeah. So I got Ajayi back, and it is at the end of the day, it's fantasy football. Right. So I just wanted him to have him, CMC and MCM.
It's hammer time.
Just because he really loves the guy. So yeah, I made that trade. So, and part of the deal was Ajayi.
Right. That's not bad.
Because I read that Ajayi was going to be the featured back. So I was like, that guy owes me.
Yeah, but it's like he has no cartilage in his knees or something anymore.
No, they say Sony Michel has the same knee, but he's a lot younger.
Yeah, so you can get him he'll be good for a couple of years.
Yeah. Craig?
Craig, CJ Pearson, Mike Williams, John Brown, or Corey Davis this week. It's standard scoring. I think Mike Williams, and I'm going to say this because you're not getting PPR, I think Mike Williams is going to get in the end zone. I think he's going to score against Oakland.
Is it 2 or 1? Because I go Mac Williams. I go basically in order. Yeah. Mike Williams and John Brown and then Corey Davis.
Right.
So.
Yeah, he said pick one, but basically that's how I would do it too. Like I said, Corey Davis monster week last week, but
yeah, Mike Williams
sold.
there.
Not sold.
Mike Williams he's such a big dude and fast. You know.
Ooh, that's a good one from Jackson, man.
All right.
Wait, he wants to know which 2 wide receivers: Calvin Ridley, Tyreek Hill, Jarvis Landry, or Keenan Allen.
2 receivers?
Yep.
Ridley and Landry for me.
I'm actually right there with you. Like I said, I think Hill's got a bad matchup. Allen a little banged up, but he's got a good matchup. But I just think that Atlanta-Pittsburgh game is going to be a shootout, and Ridley has been finding the end zone. Long touchdowns, too. That one move he put on that cornerback last week, and then was just wide open. That was nasty. And then, like you stated earlier, Baker finds Landry. That's his safety blanket. And so Landry and Ridley, we'll both take Landry and Ridley on that one.
Allen's not bad. You really don't have a bad position there.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's in a good predicament.
Sleep well tonight, Jackson.
Right?
Nothing's worse when you have like 3 great guys. You're like, well, I got to start 2. Oh, that's a good problem. And then like both those guys suck and the one guy kicks butt. It's like, damn it. Y'all should have done good.
Right?
Right?
For sure. Hey, this is another tough one, Jeff Rowe.
All right.
PPR flex question for you.
What's this person's name?
Lonnie.
Hey, Lonnie.
What's up, Lonnie?
Lonnie's from New York.
More than likely.
Or Detroit. That's a Detroit or New York name.
I don't know.
What? Like, hey, Lonnie.
We don't know where he gets his information from.
Lonnie, did you build that Firebird over there in Detroit?
Yeah.
Or it's like, hey, yo, Lonnie, you got your IROC? You know, either way.
Yeah, I guess. Anywho, you got Philip Lindsay at the Jets, Funchess at the Giants, Demaryius Thomas at the Jets, Keelan Cole at Kansas City, or Valdez Scantling at Detroit.
Who the hell is Valdez Scantling?
Back up for Green Bay.
Yeah, So I'm actually, out of all those, I think Keelan Cole has the favorable matchup. I'll keep saying it again. Like, that Kansas City pass defense is not stopping anyone.
I'm going to go Lindsey. Again, I don't know how much he'll play, but he's just got that home run potential.
Right.
So I'm gonna go Lindsey.
Yeah, like, to me, it was either Lindsey or Cole.
Yeah, Lindsey's from Yonkers. Start him. What's another city in Michigan?
Flint, Lansing?
No, Lansing. I said Detroit because, they build cards there. Yeah.
Like there's a
He's from I don't know a Detroit accent.
There's a cool place up north called Eagle Lake.
Yeah. All right, TJ, Standard League.
Nobody cares.
In the
No, I'm just kidding.
in the flex, Yeldon or Mixon?
Mixon.
Yeah, I'm right. I am right there with you.
Yeldon's played well, though. You pointed that out last week, I believe, Clayton.
Yeah, Yeldon, he's been all right, but I mean, he might actually be. He's the perfect handcuff with as much time as Fournette misses, so can't go wrong there.
Asshole.
And here's,
Pardon my language.
Ooh.
Someone give me a mean face for Fournette.
here's the
A
one.
lot of lies. Like, screw you, Jeff.
Yeah, you love Fournette. That's why you took him.
Yeah. Who wouldn't take him? Now he's just being a douchebag, being injured.
It's easy, Jeff. The NFL's easy.
That's what he said.
Rivers or Cam this week? Eric wants to know. Both good matchups. Cam against the Giants and then Rivers against Oakland.
I see a good game from MCM. CMC, I mean. But I'm going to lean to Rivers. There's the mean face. Thank you. Was that you?
No.
All right.
No.
Good job. Mean face for Fournette.
I
From here on out, guys, the mean faces are because of Fournette.
We've gotten 22 mean faces. That's rude. No, I'm kidding. I mean, that's not true.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Rivers as well. I'm right there with you. Ooh, tough one. Goff or Breeze? Goff's too hot to sit for me, and I think he has the better matchup.
Spencer brought up a good point about the raining and since Seattle and people committing suicide because they don't carry umbrellas. I'm going to go Breeze. This is not a bad pick either way, but I think Breeze is greater than Goff. I know we're going to die of heat exhaustion.
No, that's all right.
It's not all right to die of heat exhaustion. It's a painful death. Mean face for Clayton. Somebody, please.
Nope, no mean faces for me.
Yes.
Who do you got out of Yeldon and Ingram? Eric wants to know.
Ingram.
I'm right there with you. I mean, Yeldon's not a bad play, honestly, but I think Ingram's going to probably score a little bit more.
2 mean faces for Clayton.
Probably.
Don't cut it off. Comments deleted.
Someone deleted.
Another mean face. Thank you. Nobody likes Clayton. Shave your beard.
Never. This is an ugly situation. Chris Carson or Mike Davis? Mike Davis did have a great week last week, but, I mean, they are going up against the Rams. Neither one of them for me, honestly. James, I hope you have other options, if I'm being completely honest.
Dude, I have no clue. I don't like Mike Davis just because his name's so plain. Like, it'd only be worse if his name was like Mike Smith or Mike Jones. So, dude.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones. God, dude. I'm sorry, James. I'm not saying sorry because I haven't given you an answer. I'm just sorry you have that predicament. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude.
I don't like either one of those.
First time in my life I don't have an opinion. I got lots of opinions that are mostly wrong. I don't have an opinion there for you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would look for another option.
Yeah,
Like
do your research, man. Keep updating. Well, I tell you what. When I get home, I'm gonna try to look at. I'm gonna post on our Facebook page here if I can find anything on who better to start. Because that's a really tough question, man. I feel bad I can't give you an answer. Yeah. It's a coin flip, as Clayton would say. So good luck. Hey, you're welcome, Craig. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to ride the hot hand, go with Mike Davis. That's really all I can say about that one. Moving on.
What is that noise? Like someone's knocking.
I don't know. You gonna start Ingram or Yeldon PPR?
Ingram. Just because the passing, Ingram could catch ball bad, but he's not Kamara, but he's decent.
Yeah, I see. I think they're both solid plays this week. So
yeah,
I'll take Yeldon just to do it. I've given a lot of Ingram. I'll take Yeldon on this one.
I just think New Orleans. Every game New Orleans is going to be a shootout. It's not going to be 13-10.
No,
highly unlikely.
Right, and I got Will Lutz as my kicker for New Orleans, so I mean he is getting points. I'm pretty happy about that. He's number 2. So but they always get in. Just right. New Orleans is moving the ball. I'm surprised their defense is doing as bad as they do because they got quality guys on the defensive line. They got Malik Hooker. It's Lattimore, Marshawn Lattimore.
Lattimore.
Yeah,
and they had who was that other rookie DB they had? They both played for Crowley. They have
Mr. Crowley.
They play really.
That's Ozzy
really
Osbourne, Spencer. You like Ozzy Osbourne, Spencer?
I know who they are. Hush, Dee. No more singing.
Mr. Crowley.
You got Tyler Boyd or Kenny Galladay in PPR from D. Warren.
I like Galladay. He's such a big target,
Stafford loves him.
And he's coming into his own.
Yeah.
I should have traded Joe last year for him.
Right. Boyd is a solid play, I think, as well. They're about even, kind of, but at the end of the day, Galladay's the number 1 receiver over there. I think even over Tate or whatever, or Jones. But I think Galladay. But I think, oh man,
it's a tough between both of them.
Yeah,
I'm leaning Galladay.
Yeah, I like Galladay matchup. Green Bay, they're not that's solid. I wouldn't be surprised if they both score around the same amount of points this week.
Yeah, Anthony. Hey guys,
just getting
here. Well, that's the time. That's our time. We have to go.
Yeah,
no. I'm just kidding, Anthony.
Welcome, Anthony. We'll get standard scoring. Phillip Lindsay or Kerryon Johnson.
I think Kerryon wins that one because he gets the bulk of the carries. Where Phillip, I think, comes in spotty with Freeman, I believe. Yes. And I think Freeman's bigger. There is a chance for LeGarrette Blount getting those goal line carries because he's just a beast. But to me, they seem equal. I just see Kerryon getting more carries, so I'm going to lean Kerryon.
I'm going to concur with you on that one, Jeff.
Thank you.
No need to argue, Doctor. Here we go. Hooper or Jenkins? So you got Austin Hooper or ASJ?
I'm going to go Hooper.
Yeah, that's going to be a shootout, so hopefully he can get some action. Mm-hmm. And I don't really like ASJ and what
Well, and I have ASJ, and he hasn't scored me more than like 6 points.
People were real high on him. I don't know why. He's never done anything.
His first 2 seasons, he was good.
Was he?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he's all right.
Screw me.
He's okay. I've never been a fan.
Hey, Chelsea.
We
got your iPad right there.
My iPad.
It's tight end battles are tough right now, man. There's so many teams out there that probably do have good tight ends, but so few of them really get play time. That
right.
You've got like 5 or 6 of them that are legitimately played on a regular basis and score points, and then the rest of them it's kind of like, hey, if I get lucky, they'll get that cross route and maybe break out or whatever.
It is so easy to play wide receiver in this game. And segue into just a little take I have. I don't argue with people who say Tom Brady's the GOAT, but for me, Joe Montana is the true GOAT because he could throw the ball and the defensive guy can hit him like still about 7 steps, still just drill him. The defenses were so tight and tough back then. Joe Montana didn't need a kicker, by the way, to win him 3 rings like Tom Brady, but that's why I kind of lean to the older guys to go. But again, I don't argue Tom Brady GOAT, either way. But But yeah, it's tight ends might be getting left out, like you were saying, Spencer. Would it just be easier? It's just so easy to play wide receiver now. I mean, look what they can't do anything. The defensive players,
right? I'm just going to make a quick tidbit here because something just came across my phone from ESPN Fantasy Football.
Oh.
And the only reason I want to comment is because y'all know it says George Kittle might be the best unknown in the game, but fantasy players are already taking notice.
You've been on him for 2 years.
Yeah, he shouldn't be unknown. Like I said, you've been on Dynasty Wise. I would have told you to pick him up in the offseason, and you'd have a top 5 tight end right now.
Another great article you wrote was the second year tight ends, which would be this year, correct?
Yes.
And that's on dynastywise.com. It's probably going to be outdated now.
Yeah,
but
they're okay.
It was solid,
like
yeah.
Everett's improved. Njoku with Delaney and Jonnu Smith. He hasn't quite what I want him to, but yeah.
The joke's on you, Spencer.
All right, let's hit a couple more questions before we get out of here.
All right.
Here's a defensive question from Jim. Baltimore or Carolina? Carolina against the Giants, I kind of like it, but at the end of the day, they have a lot of firepower and can explode really quickly. And then Baltimore versus Cleveland, I could see that being more of a low-scoring game. So I almost want to go Baltimore.
I want to say Carolina because Eli Manning looks like he's on the spectrum. But I got to agree with you. I see the more low-scoring game. Yeah. Low-scoring game being Baltimore at Cleveland. So go Baltimore. And then next year play IDP.
Right. Shrek got in on the Mike Jones earlier. 281-330-8004 hit Mike Jones on the low. At least someone else knew what else we were talking about.
That's my favorite guy right there.
Yeah, at least he knew what we were talking
Shrek
about.
is the man.
All right,
You're welcome, buddy. Welcome,
speaking
James.
Speaking of Kittle, this is a good one. Diggs or Kittle, standard flex?
I'm going to go Diggs.
Yeah, I think Diggs, I don't know. You can't really sit Diggs at this moment. I don't know who your other receivers are or your other tight end is at that middle.
Sounds like you have a good problem.
Yeah, like I don't know what tight end you would start over Kittle. Gronk, Kelsey, Ertz. See, I have Ertz and Kittle, and I'm in that predicament most weeks.
If you have Tyler Eifert, start him.
Yeah, he was cleared. He's good to go.
Yeah, he's been cleared. Just tape it up.
What's up, Patrick? Welcome to the broadcast. You're late. No.
Thank you, Jeremy, for the question.
Right, great question.
Giovanni.
Yeah. Oh, he got it. He was 0.5, Jenkins or Hooper.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Anyone named Giovanni is probably sexy.
Oh, we got to the end.
We did?
He said he has Kelsey. Okay.
All right. So that's why he said flex, maybe.
Yeah, I get it. But at the end of the day, I think actually this week I might actually be starting Kittle over Kelsey. I mean, your tight end, Kelsey, though, that Jacksonville D. I don't know, maybe giving too much credit to Jacksonville D, but yeah, you definitely got a great problem to have. So I mean, Kelsey's been killing it, so you can't really sit him. So I definitely get you there. And you're welcome, Jeremy. You're welcome, Jim.
Thank you to everybody.
Yeah, it's been a great day. We'll go ahead and
we're gonna wrap it up now. Again, hey guys, it's we love doing this. We can't do this without you guys and ladies. And whatever Chad is, but I'm just kidding, Chad. But
he's a Tribe fan.
Yeah. So just thank you to you, and I want to remind you because Patrick's pushing as if we won't do it.
Yeah, thanks, boss. Man.
Yeah, don't worry. Spencer's already plugged it. If you would have come in earlier, I'm not going to say what Pat wants to say. I'm not answering Pat's question. No, well, Spencer, why don't you take that? 2 mules.
So we'll be live tomorrow, 5:30 in the afternoon, to go over the pregame for the Texans and the Cowboys. Two Mules Tavern is located at Holtzworth. I believe it's Suite 100D, right there at the cross street of Cypresswood.
Yeah, it's 100 Cypresswood is the address they list on.
It is. I think it's Suite D though.
Okay.
I think, but either way, if you look at it's right there on the corner of the building. You can't miss it. There's going to be a ton of people there. It's going to be a good time, great place, friendly environment.
Yeah, you got darts there. You got pool, good brews, good people.
All around.
Lots of good people, lots of good food.
Yeah,
Casey will know what I'm talking there.
Like I said, we'll be there. Jason Braddock, if anybody of y'all know him, he'll be joining us live, and a bunch of other of HP talent. So y'all, if you can't make it to the event, just tune in and get ready for the great show. We'll talk the games that played. We'll talk, and then we'll be jumping into the Texans Cowboys matchup. And so, like I said, tune in, ask your questions. We'll be there giving information, and like I said, it's gonna be a great time. And y'all just tune in.
Yeah, and definitely check out us at dynastywise.com. You found us here on Facebook. Twitter is dynastywise_FF at Twitter. Why don't you give out your handle?
At DynastyWise Clay, DM, comment, anything you tag me in, any questions, I answer them as soon as possible.
Yeah, Clayton's very knowledgeable. You can hit us up on Facebook. One of us will try to get to you. Again, let's check out hptx.us, Houston Preeminence. It's Houston sports done by Houstonians, but I want to assure everyone, Dynasty-wise is not going to change. Dynasty-wise, I mean, we do fantasy football. You can see our fantasy football shows, of course, this morning at Saturday. Saturday around 10. Our Wednesday show starts around 8. Yeah. So we'll take your questions Wednesday and Saturday. Monday, we got Baseball Chatter with Chad hosting. You love baseball, come on with Chad, talk baseball with Chad. Friday night, we got All the Smoke. Yeah. With Joe Solis and special guests, talking.
Leighton was on last night. That one, sorry to cut you off, Jeff.
No, you're good.
I would just tell him that we actually did an MMA last night, that to preview tonight's fight, they could go check out.
Yeah, definitely. It's on YouTube. It's on our Facebook page. It's going to be all things combative sports, mostly MMA. That's the big name, but boxing, kickboxing. And again, just a quick plug again for hptx.us, Houston Preeminence. If you get the $75 subscription, I always want to say prescription, but subscription, go ahead, Clayton.
Well, I was going to let you finish, but
okay.
One last thing that we haven't, we're going to be giving away a 2-year membership to Houston Preeminence. So you tune in tomorrow. And we'll be entering, whether at the live or on join us live or at the event, we're going to be putting in a drawing for the 2-year membership to HPTX.
Yeah, and if you get it, it's $75. It's about $60 if you do it month to month. So this is a great deal. You're going to get 2 years of it. You're going to get a bunch of points, and that's going to be explained to you on the website. You'll get us. We'll be there. You'll get all our shows. Again, Dynasty-wise isn't going to be changing. You also get a free seat at our Christmas poker party to celebrate the Lord's birth. We're going to play poker, and you get a chance to win $10,000 there. And we will not jump you in the parking lot if you win it.
Allegedly.
Yeah. Hey, folks, we appreciate you guys. Thank you.